All right. So man, we mentioned earlier, Taylor, she's off to college and everything like that. She left this week.
Your
And
firstborn, don't forget her.
And Tangy, of course, you know what I'm saying? She's off on her college journey, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to mention my baby like 3-4 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's all I can say, man. So made me think, because I don't know, maybe not all of my kids won't go to college. Maybe they all will, you know what I'm saying? Me and you, we really had two different life experiences. You really went to college. I tried it for a hot second and then went on to some other shit. But my question to you, man, do you really think college is worth it, being that you actually have degrees and stuff?
Okay, so let me preface it with a little background information. So from where I'm coming from, I have a bachelor's in engineering and I have a MBA. Not to be like degree flexing or no shit like that, but just to kind of let you know where I'm coming from, what I'm about to say. So growing up, you would always hear, you can't get too much education, do what you got to do, go to college, student loan debt is good debt. All you hear all that shit. And now we're kind of see that some of that may not necessarily have been true. So I think college is great. I don't think college is great for everybody. And speaking for myself, I got my MBA, I guess it's been like 13 years ago or so. And it has not benefited my career whatsoever at all. The projects that I've done, the networking, that's way more important. So I feel like learning is of the utmost importance. And today, I mean, there's YouTube. You can learn how to code. You can learn how to web design. There's so much shit you can do. You can become an influencer. I mean, there's all kind of shit you can learn to invest. And there's other avenues, but you just can't be lazy. Like, don't use, college isn't for me, as it is you to sit on your ass and do nothing. That's not what I mean.
I'll just stay over here at Taco Bell.
Yeah, you always got to learn and try to do the best you can and realize that there's more in life. And you can get it. You just got to work. That's it. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. It's easier for some than others, but you can do it. College was amazing. I had a great time in my undergrad, met my lovely wife. So, I mean, that's always a plus. The experiences, the friendships, the things I've learned. I mean, cool thing. Remember maybe about 5-6 months ago, there was this president, I think Virginia University, that crossed a student up on basketball.
Oh yeah. They had a couple of videos with him crossing him up.
So he was one of my teachers in college.
Oh, no shit. That's dope.
Yeah. He was one of my teachers, and he had like pulled me aside and was like, yo, because he got his PhD at like 27. Oh, wow. And so he was like, hey, he was kind of walking me through his path and was like, yo, you should do the same thing. You can go and get your PhD by 27 and do everything you want to do. But what I find sometimes in the technical professions, sometimes that PhD kind of pigeonholes you. And like when I went to school, I thought that I was going all the way up to be Dr. Fowler or some shit. But I learned, that, the higher you go up, the less things you can do in the engineering world. And so I realized that, one, I was a broke college student. And two, I didn't want to limit my options. So I went to the workforce, and I don't regret it at all. I mean, then I went back and got my master's, and like I said, again, listening to shit that you read, shit that you hear, shit that people tell you that, oh, with a technical degree and a business degree, you got it made. It made no difference to any promotion that I've ever gotten, any project that I've been asked to lead. It doesn't matter at all. There are some fields where it does. So I don't want to say that it doesn't matter, but you also have to be mindful of, one, what your goals are, and realize that it may not match your goal, because you get some people that, you have a fucking $150,000 student loan debt, and you can't find a job paying more than $40,000. You never gonna pay that student loan off. Whereas you could have gotten to a trade, and man, I got a buddy that's an electrician, man, he just makes money hand over fucking fist, man. It's ridiculous. And he went to trade school and all, and apprenticed and all that shit, because that was for him. He loved that shit. So figure out what you want to do and realize that, you might not know at 18, 19, 20. And I think culturally we have to start understanding that a little bit more, that, 18 is not the cutoff if you are trying to do something with yourself.
Yeah. One of our many curses that we have to break.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why, like I said, Simone wanted to try to fucking forge, and I figured out a way to do it cheaper. So probably in the fall when it's not so damn hot, we'll try to forge some shit, because cool. She might be the first Black woman forger, or one of the few if there are any. So you just never know, man. I mean, embrace that shit. Don't look down on shit. Don't judge shit, because you never know, man. People, start to, I don't know. It's just crazy with like school and some of the stigma of like somebody who didn't go to college. It's fine. I mean, long as you're learning, I don't care. I mean, I've learned more in the past probably 3 years outside of college, just through online courses, YouTube, reading books and shit like that than I learned in college. And my master's and my bachelor's combined, man, I'm not even gonna lie. And that shit that I've learned in the past 3 years has helped me a hell of a lot. And it helps me a hell of a lot more than my master's degree ever has. Not gonna lie about that shit at all. So do what's right for you. Get some people that's gonna support you, be honest, and figure out what's right. College isn't for everybody, but something out there is, and just be willing to find it, man. So what do you think, as someone who took a different path from me?
Well, a little background.
Oh,
I went to high school, didn't finish the shit. I went through, like I said, different path. I got my GED. I was just working job after job, check to check type shit. And, join the military. Now, I will say college will assist with the military because you get like some big promotion points.
Yeah. But you did have a couple good jobs in there too.
Degrees, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple, just a couple. 1 or 2. Maybe 1.
Sorry, go on.
But, join the army or whatever. And that was my path. My personal opinion on college is, I actually tried it when I got out of active duty. Did it for about 2, like I said, 2.5 years, maybe almost 3 at Strayer. That wasn't a joke, people. Really went to Strayer University. But I mean, and then I got this contract to be AGR in the military, and I didn't go back to school. Now, school has never, ever, ever, ever been my thing. I fucking can't stand school. Hate it with a passion. I'm one of them people where what the fuck I need to know what an obtuse angle is. That shit ain't gonna help me with my goddamn monies. What the hell am I going to pre-calculus for? I don't even know what a pre-calculus equation look like. But
So I will say, again, I'm sorry to cut you off, ma'am. I just want to jump in because you hear that shit all the time, which for a huge subset of the population is true. You don't need a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
But I will say that I have made money off of geometry, calculus, pre-calculus, because I made a good bit of money over the years as a math tutor. But go on.
Anyway, yeah, you did though, man.
For the 3rd time, kiss my ass.
You did that shit for what, about 10, 20 years almost?
Total, because I started tutoring in high school, so 19 years.
Okay, that's dope. But yeah, so college isn't for everybody, man. I don't know if it's for me per se yet, because I might go back, I might not. It just depends, because I need some more promotion points, so that would be the only reason I'd go. I'd take up like pottery or something. I have my fucking master's in pottery technology, if that's the thing. It probably isn't, but it sounds good. Anyway.
You make the best coffee cup ever, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? One of these guys. But no, it's definitely not for everybody. Trade schools is a really a lot of people look down on people who go to technical colleges and things like that. But like you said, your electrician homeboy is killing it. You know what I'm saying? I know people that's HVAC, hazmat is a damn good job. Fucking welding. Oh my God, man. Welders make underwater welders damn near make as much money as doctors and shit, bro.
Underwater welders.
Yeah, them motherfuckers make money.
Yeah,
man. Like,
I think about
make real money.
8 years ago or something, there was a welder shortage, man. And you would just see like $15,000 bonus plus whatever an hour for a welder, man. Shit's crazy.
Like sometimes I wish I would have went to a technical school. Hell, now that we mentioned welding, I like burning shit. I like fire. Maybe that's something I should have got into, man. I mean, I still might. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? That's a episode for another. I mean, a topic for another episode.
Keep learning
about, yeah, always learn. And like you said, it's more than just those books where you can fucking learn something. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that went to college, but especially in my profession, you have those people with those degrees that just think they have the best of the best ideas. They're the smartest of the smart. They know every fucking thing, but their common sense is highly fucking lacking.
Yeah.
College is all good and well, but I'm not even gonna say street smarts because everybody ain't street. But if you don't have that common sense to fucking, experience is the best teacher of all. I don't give a damn what college you go to, how many degrees you got. Experience is the best fucking teacher of all. And they actually have this thing. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I know I heard it on the radio here in Mississippi where I can't remember the name of the program, but basically they're hiring people who don't necessarily have degrees for their profession, but they have experiences in that profession. And they're trying to. It's a new program they got where they're actually hiring these kids that have experience in these certain angles. Internships, apprenticeships, entry level stuff without having degrees because they already been in the workforce. Yeah. They just don't have a degree. And a lot of people get hung up on this degree where, I'm gonna go finish college and get my degree and make more money and do this, do that. And a lot of people, not your situation, because you were one of the, one of the few, and I know your whole, I ain't gonna say entourage, but your whole circle, that you went to college with, they're all kind of, hard charge and got it in based off of what they were doing as far as the degree goes. But a lot of people don't get the jobs in the field that they got those degrees at. Sure. They have to settle for fucking working at Walmart or Best Buy or some shit.
Or you find that it's not what you got your degree in, ain't what you want to do.
Yeah. And my soldier, the other day we was actually talking about college and stuff like that because she graduated. We was talking about college or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, if you're interested in something, before you actually commit to going to college for that and spend all this money, get into that field. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a veterinarian, get you a little job sweeping up dog hair or something in the veterinarian field and see how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? You want to be an electrician, shadow electrician. Hell, if you want to be in the army, no, you just got to go to the recruiter, man, to sign up. You can't shadow nobody, but that shit, you just got to get in and see if you make it. But that's real shit though, because a lot of people just, I want to do something with computers and fucking hate computers.
I hate when people say that. Because you'll hear them say that shit when it's like, I'm just gonna do something with computers. That could mean a million fucking things.
It could. And when I first started Strayer, I said, okay, computer forensics. That shit sound cool.
Yeah.
But I was bored out my goddamn mind. I know how to code just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I took a little class or whatever to code or whatever, and it's not hard. But I was just bored. Coding. It's not for it. It wasn't for me. I'm all the hashtags and the zeros and the ones and the underscores and fuck all that. I'm a more, hands-on, straight in the face, get dirty. That's what type of person I am. And a lot of those people, a lot of those jobs and stuff that require that type of thing aren't really appealing to some kids at first. Now, some people have the open. Some kids are growing into having this open-mindedness, like Kevandre, for example. Kevandre doesn't necessarily want to go to college. He wants to go to a trade school. He wants to be an electrician or a mechanic or something like that. That's what he wants to do. Drive trucks. That's another fucking job that don't require a degree that motherfuckers can make a lot of bank on. Fucking driving trucks are like 6-week CDL school, and you out there on the road and you making bank. So
get to your own truck, man. You your own business.
Is college worth it? Depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And depending on what that degree is used for. Like you, it worked out for you. Tyler worked out for Tyler. He wanted to go into that field.
Yeah, he knew his passion. He knew his passion. Yeah.
So it just all depends on the person, like you were saying, because it isn't for everybody. It's just whatever you want to do. As long as you out there doing something productive, positive, like you said, that I don't want to call it a stigma, but the cultural thing where as soon as you're 18, you get the fuck out my house.
Right.
I don't, I was like that when I was younger. I ain't even gonna lie. Because like y'all know, I've been a dad since 17. So I had that same mindset when I was younger. But now that I'm older, if you're 18 and you're pursuing something and you have a solid fucking plan and you need me to hold you up just a little bit longer till you reach where you're trying to go, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna hold you up. But if you just laying out in the middle of the floor, I'm gonna pick your ass up and powerbomb your motherfucking ass and say, get the hell out. But
right.
but I digress. So yeah, that's where I think, man, is college worth it? That's not an answer I can really give. It just depends on the individual.
Yeah, I mean, I think to me it can be worth it, but just don't think that college equates to being rich or well off or getting a lot of money.
Yeah,
the two aren't, one-to-one. I know doctors, not medical doctors, but people who had their PhDs that are broke as hell. So,
our generation, that's what we was led to believe. Degrees mean a college degree means you're gonna get paid at the ass. You're gonna be rich.
Not always, and it also depends on what you pick.
Yeah,
too,
and your work ethic.
Yeah, it depends on the degree. I mean, because I've seen some people like, oh, I'm going to major in business. Ain't got no job.
Nope.
No job. I mean, like I said, my business degree does nothing for me right now. So yeah, everybody, let us know what you think. I'd like to hear, what some people think about college. What do you believe about people that are college educated? What do you think? Do you think college is worth it or not? Let us know in the comments. We'd like to hear some of that.
I know some of our generation, some people that I personally grew up with, they got kids that graduated because we was at the same Glen Hills High School graduation. So I really like to hear what y'all think about it, man.